And I was thrown into this journalism course with over 100 other students, and I just couldn't find my place, and I really struggled, and also journalism didn't gel with me. I remember them explaining that triangle, in terms of how you should tell a story, that you should, like an upside down triangle, that you should put the most important things first in the article, and then, you know, it kind of dwindles down to the least important stuff, so that editor can then just chop off bits of the story and finish it where they need to for space in a paper. And that concept of storytelling did not gel with me. I was just like, yeah, even at age 18, I realized that, you know, that's not the kind of storytelling that I want to do. I just felt compelled to document what was happening at that time. The high tides were so high. They were the biggest that I had seen, and everyone was talking about it, the biggest that they had seen. And it was just a really important time. That trip, I got about 40 hours of footage, which was quite a lot. So yeah, what part of that do I want to share? And it was around the rising sea levels and climate change, and how that was affecting my family's village. So I made an 11-minute short film, and that short film, has since traveled around the world, which has been pretty overwhelming. And there are lots of environmental film festivals, which is really fantastic. And I also just, you know, that was quite a while ago now that we made the film, and it just showed, I spoke at a panel at the Berlinale just recently about climate change, and we showed the film there. So it's still kind of a resource for talking about climate change and creating discussion. And I'm kind of surprised. I never thought that it would have that impact. And also some really great people have been able to see the film, and subsequently we've done community projects in the village, and gotten water tanks, and done disaster management training and small gardens training, because there isn't enough space for gardens, and the tides are coming up, so they can't plant gardens near the house. So we've done training around, you know, what are alternative ways of growing a little, we call it a soup garden, and we've done first aid courses and set up a women's group. So yeah, from that kind of time, a whole lot of community cultural development projects have happened. Yeah,
that's incredible. Yeah, the film's like 8+ years old, and it's still being shown at film festivals. I watched it. I thought it was very powerful, and a lot of the images, because the tide was so high, you know, just everyone kind of walking through the water or rowing through the village, or the pigs, they couldn't feed the pigs because there was no place even to put the food in the, no, it was just really really powerful, and all those social projects came out of it. Yeah, that's incredible. You know, it's so nice to see actual results come from creating something like that.
Yeah, because it's not, I mean, it wasn't the goal of the to do. It was just, yeah, as I say, I was kind of compelled to press record. Yeah, it was unexpected that that would be the outcome. It made me kind of continue and go, oh, this is the impact that filmmaking can have. Yeah.
Right.
At the time, I was really interested in Mumblecore, and I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
It's like this movement in the 90s where a lot of people made short films and feature films in a really small amount of time on a really low budget, and it was mostly improvised, like Joe Swanberg and the Duplass brothers, and Greta Gerwig was in a lot of the films as well, and they're all just shot on you know, a little handy cam like I used to have when I was first at uni. And yeah, they're really, really interesting films, and the reason I was getting into them because it is just the kind of no budget, really quick, let's really collaborate in an intense amount of time, and let's make a film and tell a story. And so I'd been watching a lot of those films, and doing the improv classes really helped me to kind of figure out how I might direct an improvised film. So I did a one-day shoot in Melbourne, which was a comedy improvised short. And then I did a one-day shoot here in LA, which was a drama improv. And those two experiences were so fun. As a director, it was really cool because I actually could kind of, it's almost like you're the third or fourth improv person in the room, but you're behind the camera. So while, you know, we would do really long takes, and just I would have a structure of, this is your character, this is your character, this is where the scene is happening, and this is what needs to take place. It needs to start here and end here. And then the actors just go for it. And then in between them talking and improvising the dialogue, I can kind of give direction, or kind of, you know, prompt them in one way in the conversation. And it was just particularly the one here in LA that I'm still kind of editing and finishing up now. It was so rewarding. Like, I think afterwards we ended with a group hug, and we were all just like, we so loved the process. I think we all kind of grew through the process, which was just one day. And I think that kind of filmmaking, you know, on a zero budget really inspires a creativity on a different level. So yeah, that kind of improv class kind of, yeah, helped me to start directing improvised films, which was really cool.